Alright fellas, if you implement these 5 strategies I'm about to break down, your chest development will completely change. You will grow a thick, juicy, succulent chest fast, and you'll finally look like a superhero with a body plate armor chest. You're watching this because your chest is small, flat, and you're sick of it not growing. And I was in the same position too when I first started working out. I don't have the best chest genetics. They're not terrible, but I implemented these strategies and my chest growth was insane, and now it looks completely different. I don't even look like the same person. The truth is, regardless of your genetics, anyone could implement these strategies and make crazy progress. You're lucky I'm not gatekeeping. Doesn't matter if you're just starting out in the gym or you've been going for a couple months or years and you just can't seem to connect to your chest very well. Maybe your arms, triceps, and shoulders take over instead. If you implement these strategies, you will see significant results and you will build a better chest over the next coming months. The first thing you need to start doing is something you're definitely avoiding, and it sounds counterintuitive, but there's 2 reasons why you need to do this, and it's going to probably have the biggest impact on your chest results. You need to start your workout with a chest fly. And I know you're probably thinking, Andrew, I need to go on the bench and move as much weight as possible because of progressive overload. Well, that's not necessarily false, but if you start your workout with a chest fly, the first thing we're trying to do is build a mind-muscle connection to our chest. So we're getting blood in there, we're getting a pump, it's feeling full, it's feeling freaky, and that way, later in our workout, when we go to do our dumbbell presses, dips, whatever it is, we're going to have a much better connection to our chest, and therefore every single rep, it's going to feel like our chest is tearing apart and we're actually putting much more stimulus on the right muscle group rather than we go on the bench, warm up a couple times, and then our shoulders and triceps just take over. The second reason, and I'll try not to be too sciencey, basically, our chest is going to be strongest at contracting at the beginning of the workout because we haven't done anything to it yet. So a chest fly is one of the best exercises to contract your chest. So if we do that in the beginning, we're getting the most out of the chest fly. And then on the other exercises like dumbbell press, yada, 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 we can stretch the chest in the stretched position. Number 2, after you've already done your chest flies at the beginning of the workout, got the blood in there, you feel the connection, you need to focus on your upper chest and really focus in on that. Most people's upper chest is lagging, and to be honest, it can never be too big. You want to make sure that your chest from top to bottom looks the exact same and your clavicle barely can be seen because you have so much muscle in those upper chest fibers. It's really important to actually look at an anatomy chart and see how your upper chest fibers run diagonally. This is kind of the arm path you want to be running your arms through while you're doing exercises. Now, I know that sounds a little bit complicated, but basically they run on a diagonal angle, and you want to have your elbows roughly at that angle to get the most out of every single exercise. If you have your elbows too wide, what ends up happening is you end up just using more shoulders and only a little bit of upper chest. I personally like to do a dumbbell incline press, a machine press of some kind, or a incline hammer strength press. These are great exercises, or even a Smith machine incline bench. All right, we've taken our chest through machine flies, we focus on our upper chest. Now we do need to focus on our lower chest. In my opinion, the best way to do this is by doing a converging press or a dip movement. Personally, for me, when I got really strong in dips, my chest absolutely blew up, but I also sometimes like to throw in a converging press. So an example of this would be a D handle press, a machine flat press, even a machine decline press, and as I said, dumbbells. The reason why a converging press is so good is because it allows you to actually keep tension on your chest the whole way through, and even at peak contraction, unlike a barbell press, you actually keep tension on your chest and not only your triceps. The truth is this is all you really need for your chest workout. A fly, an incline press, and some kind of flat press that's converging. If you do this, you have more than enough to grow your chest. You don't need to be doing all these landmine presses and all these silly exercises you see people doing, one-arm chest flies. These are all completely pointless. You just need to get really strong and good at doing full range of motions on the basics. And that leads me to my next point. Focus on full range of motion for you. So everyone's full range of motion is actually going to be a little bit different, but you need to figure out a way to go as deep as possible to get the most amount of stretch while also focusing on progressive overload. Now, if you're doing a regular full range of motion, you're going all the way down to your chest, let's say on an incline bench, but every single time your shoulder's hurting, if you try to fix your shoulder, rehab it, and it still hurts, okay, maybe you need to stop 1 inch before your chest. As I said, we're not all built the exact same. We all have different anatomies. So at the end of the day, you have to figure out what your full range of motion is. And it's going to play a huge role in your chest development. For me, it's about 1/2 inch off my chest when doing an incline barbell press. If I go any lower, I just feel all the tension on my shoulders and I get nothing out of it other than shoulder pain. So along with the full range of motion, we want to focus on progressive overload. So a thing I see all the time in the gym is people going to the gym and going for a 1 rep max every single week on flat bench. Guys, that is not going to help you build muscle. It's not even going to help you improve your strength. You need to focus on doing reps between 5 and 20 every single week and slowly progressing that over time. Each week, if you can add 1 rep or 2 reps and then eventually go up in weight, that is how you will build muscle, by putting more stimulus on the actual muscle group you're trying to work instead of laying on the bench and trying to chop your head off with the barbell. Lastly, we're going to be talking about volume. That's how many sets we are doing per week for a given muscle group. So for chest, anywhere from 8 to 20 is great. I like to start at the lower end and slowly progress that over time. So let's say week 1, we do 8 sets, we progress all our lifts, we add reps or we add weight. Then we can go to 9 sets per week, and we can slowly taper that over time until we get to the point where we're no longer progressing, we can't recover, and then we have to pull it back down. Maybe we start then at 10 sets per week and slowly progress that over time, because your body will adapt. Now, for these 8 to 20 sets, I like to split these over 2 workouts per week for my chest. Personally, for me, at a certain point, there starts to be significant diminishing returns during the workout. If I've done too many sets for a single muscle group, there's nothing more I can squeeze out of it, and there's no point of me to continue. That's why instead of doing 20 sets per workout, you could do 10 and 10. I promise you, if you implement this strategy, you will see significant more results than whatever you're doing right now for your chest workout. And it's really that simple, and I know it seems too simple to work, but you just have to trust me. I've done it for myself over the years and seen significant progress. I also do it with my clients as well when they have a lagging or stubborn chest, and it seems to fix the problem. If you want to build muscle, lose fat, become the best version of yourself, and build the foundation of success and stop being average, click the link below, book a free call with me. We can chat, game plan, and figure out how we can get you to your goals.